today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think... You can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really those things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Right to the air is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, open man is Uzama. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Rodgers going to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit.
He's got a man, complete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Able to get away. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up 2nd. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Now the Packers get set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Rodgers will try again on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. An inside give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And he's got some space here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll get 34 yards there. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2nd and 11. That's caught at the 2.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed. In on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jags are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gano for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Rodgers now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Now Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And
he's got him in, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to...
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Rodgers. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Jones. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And past the 40 before... He's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a throw right sideline is complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars take the opening.
Rodgers now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. first down. He'll drop to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Here's Jones again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Again, it's Jones.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on second down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Logan Cook now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. The Jaguars getting set to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll run on first down with Akers. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to speed things up here. Second down and inches. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 17, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. An impressive 75-yard punt return.
And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think
now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I know it's a phrase that sounds really cool, strip sack. But all we're talking about is getting to the guy, getting to the passer, making the tackle, making the play, but do a little bit extra, right? Stripping the ball out, working the arm free. That's become a big emphasis for all defenders.
Yeah, and as a defender with the emphasis, this is something that's practiced.
Practiced all the time. Taking the away, creating turnovers. That's really job one for any defense, because that's how you win in today's NFL.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On first down, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
5 yards remain on second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You got nothing.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's got a man complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A gain of 37.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a first and goal and that huge lead.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking...
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a throw here, hauled in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at at the 2. So close.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Third. On the delay, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are poised to move to 8-0.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Uzomah. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Rodgers now to throw. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Rodgers. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And they will take... over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Jacksonville,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
it.